where am I? Hello? What do I do now? I'm stuck on an island with no way to get home. And how did I get here? Well, we may as well figure out how much can you accomplish in Stardew Valley if you are confined to Ginger Island. I'm looking for the general maximum percentage possible without leaving. Is it possible to enter the 100 Walnut Room? And if so, what key quests can be completed? What quests can be completed while confined to the island? How much friendship can be gathered with the people? And how many walnuts can be obtained? Let's find out. After being shipped across to America and heading across to the Pacific Northwest, we finally emerge in a small town known as Stardew Valley. A local gal meets me and takes me to a shelter, all the while giggling at my rugged good looks. In the morning, I am taken across to the island of Australia. Suddenly, a storm ravages my boat. I'm on an island with, giant turtles, so cute, and a scared hairy boy. Oh no. I wake up and head off to the right, scaring the shit out of the bird boy. I grab the tents and walnuts around and feed a parrot. I follow the pretty lights and continue to gather all the walnuts I can. I am on the lookout for something to eat, but all I can find is ginger. May as well keep it, there's not much else for me to eat. I ask a parrot to help me remove this turtle, and they happily oblige. No! Don't eat it! No! Turtle friend! No! After munching on some turtle, not like I'm gonna waste the food in my possession, I race around looking for walnuts and other food to keep me alive. I say hello to these little cute creatures. They decide to try to eat me. I'm seeing a running trend on this island. I decide to chop down some trees for firewood and craft a makeshift box to store some of my things in. I decide to use one of these teddies. I guess I need to donate more to these parrots to keep them sated. I clear out some space on the tillable land, find some seeds. I keep scouring the land for more walnuts, but I'm just a few shy of donating more to this parrot who can build me a house. After managing to get 19, I'm at a loss for any more. And no, I'm not doing that unless I have to. I head to the beach in a desperate hope to find one more walnut. When at my lowest, I find a shining glimmer of hope, a walnut stuck between some mussels. As I donate these walnuts to my parrotal overlords, I sense a montage incoming. To train for some mussels. Train against the monsters, slashing, dancing around. My experience is rising, my strength is building. I'm now finally ready for the volcano. I rest up and steel my mind for the day ahead. Waking up from a bed for the first time in 3 days is a wonderful experience. It's time for the volcano. I travel prepared, bringing some food to snack on. Give me energy. I rush into the volcano, which is not nearly as hot as it should be. I dance over the lava and dodge, dip, dive and dodge around the slimy foes and head deeper in. I soon find myself surrounded on all sides. I reach a chest and look inside, only to find a mere walnut before I soon pass out from injuries sustained by these monsters. I feel a man's arm grab me, pull pull me back, all the while hearing swinging and bright flickering lights moving closer and then further away. I wake up at the beach and Big Willie is there to greet me. I thank him for his service as he gets on his boat and waves back at me. I wave at him and thank him before realising, "Oi, take me home." I stumble to bed. Gotta be more careful, I tell myself, while my eyes drift off, dreaming of better times. Over the next few days, I attempt to go back to the volcano, but I find my efforts fruitless. With weak arms and tough rocks blocking my path, and even tougher creatures ready to ingest me, I patiently accumulate more resources and be ready to try again in the near future. I was lucky enough to find some pineapple seeds, so I could grow them and come back, as oddly enough, eating a pineapple almost completely heals my body. Wow, this island is weird. I've scrounged almost 50 ginger and some other bits. I bring my binoculars to scour the land beforehand and make my journey through the volcano. I may be weak, but with good timing and strategy, I could find some real treasure. Maybe even a small dagger or a sword to help ease my journey. I finally managed to get to the end of the volcano, having found a few loose walnuts and pineapple seeds on my journey, but using up most of my ginger in the process. Not sure what's worse, the ginger in my mouth or the burns on my skin. I unlock this gate in case I want to come back to the top and then head to bed after a long, arduous battle. I continue to dive in every day, hoping to find anything to be helpful and aid in my misery. At long last, after weeks, a weapon. Now it's time to fight back. My training has paid off. I can swing this, avoiding death narrowly, crushing my enemies. I head home early. Oh, how the tables have turned. Over the next few weeks, I keep diving into the volcano, opening chests, killing enemies, and mining for resources. Luckily, I remember how to make bombs. I can feel my body becoming stronger and stronger. My fridge is getting fuller, and my crops are growing fast. I've found so many walnuts, I don't even know what to unlock next. I decide to unlock the dig site, and with my newfound knowledge, I can free Mr. Snail and gain access to the mushroom cave. This is fantastic for extra food for the volcano. There are 4 more walnuts to collect here, and also a lot of artifact spots for collecting snake skulls. In my time here, I've already collected a bat fossil and an amphibious fossil. Now I can talk to Mr. Snail and gain 4 more walnuts. The geodes here provide bones and fossils, not too useful to me, but maybe in the future. And I keep 1 of each artifact to see how many I can collect on this island. I wonder if I can collect 60. I uncover a note detailing the forge and how it can imbue my tools with strange and wonderful powers. I aim to strengthen my weapons with rubies and prismatic shards. On rainy days, there's a bird in the south that drops them. Now I can finally have a maximum strength weapon. The birds allow me to access another 5 walnuts. After collecting so many resources from the volcano, I try to form a plan of action. What can I build here? Well, I can make preserve jars, so I guess we aim for them. And we need a lot of coal, so I continue diving into the mines, smashing up coal nodes and iridium nodes in case I get lucky and receive a prismatic shard. This allows me to enchant my axe and my pickaxe to powerful. This will imbue them with iron and copper strength respectively, allowing me to destroy the logs on the farm and access this wall. Oh, I guess not. I unlock the trade outpost and realise I can trade bones for taro roots. Initially useful to obtain the 5 golden walnuts for farming, but not too useful after that. Using the trade outpost, I can trade dragon teeth for banana saplings and mussels for mango saplings. If you are lucky, tiger slimes can drop them too. Coal as well, which makes stockpiling coal pretty simple. After having 10 or so trees, I stop and try to find another way to exploit the island. The mussel geodes have a chance of dropping snake vertebrae, and eventually I receive the full skeleton, finishing off another goal and obtaining 3 more walnuts and a mango sapling. Not a great reward. However, the bananas allow me to feed the gorilla and receive 3 more walnuts. I have exhausted the volcano at this point and focus on collecting weed. Using a recipe gathered, I can have unlimited watering on any tile forever. Not sure how that works, but it's useful. Using some weed, stone and clay, we can make these. I receive some mixed seeds which can grow blueberries, melons, pineapples and rhubarb. This will be very important later. However, melons can give us 5 more walnuts. The fertilizer, which gives 100% water forever, is amazing. I focus on making as much of these as possible. As pineapple is the most lucrative crop at my disposal, I focus on this for a very long time. Weed grows in 3 distinct places on the island, and we need them to propagate. At the time of every next week, more weed will propagate, so simply cut every week. But if you are willing to have patience, the more weeds in the area, the greater the propagation of the same. I'm sure Blade will know why, or even if it's true or just my imagination, but it does seem that they propagate in tiles directly adjacent. Weekly spawns and monthly spawns also help. Now I have 150 pineapples with infinite water. They grow back every week, which provides me with 50 grand every week. I collect enough walnuts to open up the resort and head to see the pirates, finishing the darts game for another 3 walnuts. I finish off all the other tasks, including the memory game, which I usually avoid. I decide to make a friend with the only other living person on the island, a small boy stranded on this island. He seems to act a little awkward, which is normal, but I think it is best just to help him become who he wants to be. He gives me a cooking recipe that I can actually make, so I offer him mangoes at every opportunity. Eventually, we become friends. Willie comes and greets the boy, even offering to give him a lift to the mainland. The boy is apprehensive at first, but after a couple of weeks, finally gives in and decides to visit the mainland. It's sad to say goodbye, but I also got to meet Linus in a cutscene, so that's useful. Hey, take me with you! Do they think I live here? People come to visit and I have some loved gifts to give them. However, it's a very slow process making friends. It is possible to get max friendship with most characters. Sandy, the wizard, Linus, Willie, Krobus and the dwarf are obviously impossible. It would take years, though it's not too worth my time. I have also collected every possible walnut at this time, 94 in total. I should have about 10% completion at this time, and if I was to continue this process for 900 weeks, I could achieve perfection, using this sneaky man in the cave. However, he does not spawn unless you have entered the 100 walnut room and checked your own completion. So what could I do? There is a Joja bird on the island who can obtain every other walnut for you. But I'm not waiting 900 weeks. Instead, let's go to my other self. Hello, I'm Mumfler from Universe 916, and this is actually my story. I arrived in Pelican Town ready to go mining. Due to the mines being closed, I mined on my farm. The next day Clint arrived and gave me a recipe. Oh boy, was I excited. I went to the docks to set off on an adventure. Before we left, Willie stopped me to hand me this fishing rod. Oh, what a nice gift. I set off on my voyage and a sudden storm leaves me stranded on the island. I have a similar story to my brother, but I actually have a way to get 6 more walnuts. Fishing allows us to access 5 more walnuts from fishing and 1 from this star-shaped coral reef, allowing me to meet Mr. Chi without using the Jojo bird. After collecting the 100 walnuts, I have 12% completion, and now I have access to sprinklers. I checked the key quests over the next few weeks, and it seems there's 3 that are possible for me to complete. 4 prismatic shards can be collected from iridium nodes or special nodes. Sell 100,000 of freshly cooked foods. 200 freshly cooked poi would do that. However, you need 800 taro roots for that. Possible but annoying. Prismatic shipping. Ship 100 red, orange, yellow, green, blue and purple items. We have to be smart about this one, but it is possible to get this. Now if we plant some mahogany seeds, we can use tappers to get yellow sap, or in the summer we can get squash seeds. In autumn we can get broccoli. Using mixed seeds we can gain access to blueberries and rhubarb. What about orange? Well, we can use copper ore, dragon teeth for some reason, and carrots. Purple is tricky. We could spend all of our days checking the mines for iridium nodes, or we could be a little clever. In the mushroom cave, we can sometimes collect common mushrooms. We build a seed maker and turn them into seeds. Most of the items aren't useful, but the plum is very helpful. I fill out the whole farmland with crops and sprinklers in order to obtain a ton of rainbow coloured crops. Now I have unlimited chi gems and can buy everything with the seed maker. I'm able to get ancient seeds and create sprinklers with pressure nozzles. We can also build a recycling machine. This allows us to obtain refined quartz from trash obtained using crab pots. Quality sprinklers with pressure nozzles equals iridium sprinklers. Now we have an entire field covered in crops ready to make money. I would sleep for a week and harvest about 600 ancient fruits and sell them all, making a lot of money without very much effort. I preserve some. That allows me to make over 500,000 every week, so I did. It took many years, and I finally saved enough to get 100% completion on the island. Is it possible to do this without Clint or a fishing rod? Yes. With the deluxe retaining fertilizer, you can have the whole farmland tilled and watered. However, with pineapples, it would take about 50% longer in time to accumulate the wealth needed for perfection. To treat my character, I am going back to the mainland to see the perfection cutscene for the first time in my life. But I can't get there. Because I have 100% before the community centre, I can't see the cutscene or speak to the monkey. That is so disappointing. Just to test things, I backed up my save and finished the community centre. Yes, it worked as soon as I finished the community centre. So even though I have 100%, I haven't finished the community centre, I can't see the cutscene. It's a bit of a shame, but I still have 100% on record. That's more than enough for me. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed. I hope you tried to do this for yourself. It was pretty fun and it's easy to do. Leave a comment letting me know anything I missed or forgot that I could have done. Be good to yourselves and to others. I'll see you again soon.